Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Today is the final day of leader competition, and I have my hands full, to say the least. Today, we are hosting the room. We are streaming, of course, and we are playing the guessing game as well. So I got a lot on my hands. You guys have a lot that you can win during that guessing game. And let's just jump right into the tournament section and who is playing. The chart should show. Okay, so we have Kitnem versus 322, which I will send out the code here in just a second to those players. Then the winner of that will be playing the Kujis team for the winner of the leader competition on North America. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. We have NXE, Pink, City, Mike, James, Gravnos, Pink, Shay, Jonathan. Welcome to everybody. Let me send out that code real quick. And if for some reason I'm not chatting it up on stream, I'm probably doing something with the room and the players in the room. So please be patient a little bit, because I have a lot to do. There we go. Pass should be out for those players. Perfect. Let me make sure my phone is off battery save mode so it doesn't turn off. Perfect. They are getting into the room. So I will tell you guys how the giveaway will work when it actually comes. So the giveaway and the game will be after the first set. So the first set is a best of 7 of Kit and M and 322. After this first set is the guessing game, which will give teams, it'll give Kujus and the winner team time to prepare and do all of that stuff while you guys will be playing a game. And technically they could join and play the game if they wanted to as well. Alright, it looks like they are all getting into the room right now. I will kind of just hold here just to make sure that everybody is ready. We need to put them on their respective teams. Welcome, Eclipse and Axolotl. How are you two doing today? And let's see, Alpenstadt 322 will have the south spawn. Is that correct? Let me do some subs real quick. Let's see. Alpenstadt 322 will have the south spawn. Perfect. Everything should be ready. We're going to wait for one more player for 322 to join, and then I will go into the room. What's up, Melvin? Welcome in. Can I ping you when freebies come up? That's not going to be happening. I am going to be super busy. Ideally, you would have to ask somebody else to do it for you. But everybody is now in the room. So each map will be different, as it was a pick ban system. 322 and Kit and M, one person picked the map while the other person picked the spawn, vice versa. So these are all picked maps off of what these two teams picked. Alright, everything should be good. Might have a sub or two. Other than that, let's see, this person mid, this person in, and then ideally we start here within the next minute or so. Let's see, Alpenstadt. I do have a video for Alpenstadt, just waiting on the players. Looks like we have pretty standard lineups for both teams as the meta portrays itself. Looks like Reese in the mouse. Then we have Loki Threat in the Hori. Everybody else is standard. Just waiting on JTAG to ready up. And then everything will be Gucci. Here we go with game number 1. Alright, looks like both teams are going towards A. Hakush in the RHM is going to kind of fake out A. He's not going to go for A as he spots the Hori getting very, very aggressive on the A side. Majority of both teams are on this side. Looks like 3-2 is going to be very, very aggressive. Dr. JJ getting into the A base. They are going to have the cap lead for now. SBHTs are going to continue to roll through the A base. And it looks like they're going to try and make a play on Power. Power should be able to get into the little nook and cranny right here. This is a very, very good spot, especially in the Kron. There's really only one spot that can pen this right here, unless you full push, and that is where Chosu is. Kitnem grabbing both B and C. J-Tag in the middle towards B right here. He's going to be the focus fire for 3-2. They do not want to allow J-Tag to get this B base. Ideally, Chosu shoots HE. Loki Threat gets the pen in right there, stopping the base, and then we see Awake and JJ through the middle with the double SPHTs pushing onto Reese, and right now, the Kit and M team is so far pushed back into their spawn. They have no map control whatsoever. HP about 3,000 in 322's favor. Looks like Cat got pushed on for Reek getting the kill there. Looks like Darkest Savage will be the next focus fire for them. Tyrannos coming in and helping behind for Reek. Chosu in the middle getting bled out quite a bit. Managed to put 2 shots into the RHM. Majority of the 3-2 team moving into Kit and M's spawn, trying to get the kill on Reese, Darkest Savage, and eventually Pro, while leaving these 2 tanks over there to fend for themselves. At this point in time, still anybody's game, although it is in 3-2's favor. It is a 6 versus 4 right now. Pro will be the next target. Looks like Dr. JJ has a free shot on him, and Tyrannos will just push her right over, getting that shot in, and eventually will get killed. It looks like 3-2 will win this first match. I think what happened here was simply SBHT. The SBHTs were able to shove into the K&M defenses and either shove into them or push past them, granting crossfire from the rest of the 3-2 team, able to deal a lot of damage to them as well. So that is GG, game number 1. Next should be Canal with 3-2 South. I will let you guys know about the giveaway when it comes up. It is right after the set. It's a best of 7 set, so it's right after. So we have Canal. Let me go to Canal on the training room real quick. 3-2 South, swap spawns. There we go. Canal, definitely an interesting map choice. Very, very out in the open compared to any other map. So the giveaway could be in as little as 3 games or at most 6 games. It will be the giveaway, and then it will be best of 9, top 2. Looks like Dr. JJ going in the grill. Grill is a pretty decent pick compared to the Hori on this map, as it has a lot better aiming, and I think it has more DPM if I remember correctly. But the Hori on the counter side has reactive and very, very good pen. Looks like Kit and M will be running 2 WZ121s and potentially another grill for 322. We'll see. Looks like everybody is ready. Here we go. Kit and M instantly going over towards the med side. Kush likely to try and spot the crossing and spot anything towards C. Absolute threat for 322 will grab the A base a little bit after JTAG grabs the D base, and it looks like they will be making a play for the B base with a double SBHDs. Pro and Darkest Savage are going to be the two players here that can basically sway the tide of the game. It looks like Reese also helps as well. But if 4 Reek was able to grab the B base, that would have been devastating for the Kit and M team. It looks like Kit and M being very, very aggressive into 3-2 spawn. They are up on base cap, so they really just need to defend B and kind of C at the same time. But Navo going into the spot in their spawn, setting up lots of crossfires. Looks like the double grill for 322 will go back to their spawn, and we might see a 322 spawn brawl. Double grill is definitely a very interesting pick right now, simply because it has no armor whatsoever. Need to make something work here soon. They are down on base cap. It looks like Hakush is going to try and grab C as well. Chosu forced to poke up for that. Getting very, very aggressive. Cat will put a shot in it as well. Chosu taking 1,000 damage. Looks like Hakush is going to go right back onto C. And 322 realize they really have nothing to defend C, which is going to put them into an even worse position to try and win this game. They have to go for B, or they have to create a push and go for a base cap. If they wait too long, they're not going to be able to win this game solely off of base cap. Looks like the call is to potentially rotate back to their spawn. We do see 4 Reek, Absolute, and Tyrannos all looking towards that way. Both of the WZs are rotating out of spawn as well at the same time. Kit and M up on base cap, up on HP as well. Here we go with the 322 push back into their spawn. There is absolutely nothing over here. Not too sure if that's good or bad for 322. I would say mainly for the most part it would be pretty decent, because this allows the Gorillas and the RHM to kind of push without getting spotted, and gives them some sort of mystery as to where Kit and M thinks they are. They do get spotted crossing the WZs to mid, and it looks like Kit and M is wanting to shove Awake in for Reek here. Awake going down to a 2-shot. Gets slowly picked up by both of the 1-2-1s there. RHM and the Grill pushing onto D, likely going for the base as well. And actually, if 322 can get D and C, this will sway the favor into their side. Unfortunately though, they have lost a tank. But they need to get both bases. Darkest will go onto B as well, and A is also getting capped by Reese. So basically a switch of the map, and 322 is on the wrong side of this switch. They have less than half HP compared to Kitnam, and there's really no way that 322 is going to be able to win this. Base cap 970 for Kitnam. They need to get a clear, which they just got. Kitnam will win game number 2. Next map will be Mayan Ruins. Let me get that ready on the training room. 322 will have the north side. There we go. Everything should be good. I think there, 322 was trying to make that play for B. If they made that play, they would have easily won that game, in my opinion. Unfortunately, they didn't make that play, and they waited, allowing for Kitnam to get onto C, which, in a way, was doing exactly what 322 were trying to do. They were trying to grab the opposing base, and unfortunately, it didn't work out for them. Let me make sure there are no subs. Looks like no team wants to sub anybody out just yet. Mayan Ruins, looks like 322 will be running a mouse and a Hori yet again. Kitnam is currently undecided. First person or first team to 4 will move on and play the Kush's team. And then after the winner of this, we will be doing the giveaway guessing game. If you guys don't know, it's a very, very easy game for the most part. You guess what a tank looks like or what to do in certain situations, and then I will export it and give it to Woman, the tournament manager, and she will be giving out prizes. It looks like a Kush is going to go in the Rhinoceronte. And JTAG and Navo just need to ready up. Mayan Ruins for game number 3 should be underway shortly. 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright, off first glance, unfortunately, it looks like the mouse spawned all the way on the med side, and that mouse will help in a Hori boost to right about here. 322, mainly playing towards A. Kitnam grabbing the C base and getting a little bit aggressive towards B. Now, if the Kitnam team is smart and knowledgeable about competitive, they could guess that the Hori for 322 is boosted. Not yet, I would say. Once they get shot it's going to be quite obvious where the Hori is, but they could be a little cautious of it right now. The Hori in this position is able to shoot Hakush. Gets the shot out there. Looks like the mouse is going to be going towards C a little bit. They want to kind of set a perimeter up, if that makes sense, to make sure that low-key threat does not get spotted. Awake, solo pushing on the left side, got shot doing so, and it looks like he's going to be going a little bit towards mid. Crow and Cat are rotating back towards the spawn. 1200 damage taken by Reese, 360, 750. Reese will get fully picked up there. For the most part, I would say that wasn't a bad position, although he got spotted on the rotation over there, and the Hori simply could just shoot him. Not knowing the Hori was there was likely his downfall. Looks like Kinem will push onto Awake. SBHT, Kron, and Hori should be able to fully clip him out and get the kill there. J-Tag putting a shot on the Chosu, and it looks like 3-2 will have the boosted guy get into the fight now, as it is going to be a brawl. Still a 6 versus 6. HP is about the same for the most part. Looks like Hakush will get picked up. And still technically anybody's game. 3-2 is up on base caps, and if Kinem doesn't make something happen here quick, they will succumb to the base cap lead. Dr. JJ taking about 1,000, trying to put a shot in a J-Tag. He's going to become a one-shot. Warwick grabbing the C base, and honestly it looks like his driver is dead from how slow he is moving. Get the kill there on Navo, and at this point it is a 4 versus 5. J-Tag is a one-shot. 3-2 likely going to win this. The HP is just so close simply because Cat is hoarding all of the HP in the SBHT. And GG's, 3-2 win on base cap. Judel says the VZ55 was ruining Blitz because it's too strong. Comp and public matches do not correlate whatsoever. The SBHT is OP in comp because it has the most hit points in the game, and it's pretty, what's the word? It's pretty quick and it has decent armor. So, let me get this next one in real quick. Desert Sands 322 South. Boom, 322 South. There we go. I'd say the meta heavy tanks for this, I don't know if you would call it season, but for right now, currently, the meta heavy tanks are Kron, SBHT, Felice, Mouse, and you might see like some niche tanks like a Concept or a Rhino or a E6. You're likely to see the 215B and a Chieftain for the DPM. Score is 2-1 in 3-2's favor. Double Mouse for Kitten M. They will have a lot of HP. They have 2 HP tanks, 3 Krons. Next game here in 3, 2, 1, and go. right off rip, we can tell that 3-2 is going to go to the A side. KM very, very aggressive towards C. Going to continue the push. 3-2 will have nobody in the back of the heavy side, nobody in the corner. And if KM do manage to push, it'd be in their best favor to get onto the rails and protect the rails and the B mid lane, because they will be up on base cap here. Both teams are rotating to the 3-2 spawn rails. The Kush gets spotted in doing so. Looks like Fourreek's going to push over, takes 600 damage in doing so. Currently, KM does control a majority of the map right now. You do have this line that almost splits down the middle. Technically, 3-2 has more of the map, but KM has the base, which in competitive is way better. KM is fully stretching out all of their tanks down this line of train tracks. 3-2 need to somehow, some way not get spotted and have a coordinated push either under or over the train tracks. Four tanks here for 3-2. They're going to send the SBHT to soak up all of the damage pushing over. It looks like Hanzo on the other side is also taking quite a bit of damage. Full push over. Looks like they're going to be going for Navo here in the Kron. 3-2 getting fully dumped onto the T-22. Tyrannos is quite low as well. And at this point, the HP difference is so huge, I doubt 3-2 is going to be able to do anything. 7k HP to 13k HP. That's what happens when you have two SBHTs and two mice. As well, 3-2 also ran a T-22, which doesn't help their case at all. There really wasn't too many options for 3-2 to do right there. They had to push somewhere. Unfortunately, a majority of the Kit and M tanks already knew that they were going to go over here, but they had to push somewhere. Kit and M went on base cap. Score should be 2-2. Next map is Winter Malinovka, 322 South. Let me get that up real quick. So I can't find Winter Mal on the training room list. Okay, there we go. 322 South. Perfect. As I said before, let's go back to the other match. Kit M just was holding that line. 322 had to breach that line, and unfortunately for 322, Kit M was waiting for it. It's not a good look when you have to push into the team with more HP. And Kit M set up for that by having 2 SBHTs and 2 mice. Even with Hesh, the chieftain is used in comp. Yes, you will see the chieftain here or there. What's up, Dondi? Welcome in. Sorry if I'm not looking at chat too much. Very, very busy right now. I have a tablet, my main monitor, my phone, and my streaming monitor. And I'm looking at all of them right now, trying to coordinate this. 322, very normal lineup for this meta. They have a Vickers Light. Two mice, yet again. Potentially two SBHTs for getting them. And then they will have an E6 and a T22. Interesting. Here we go with Winter Malinovka. I need to ready up first. There we go. 322 going over towards the A side with the majority of their tanks. Kit and M seem to be going a little bit more middle towards B. We do see the double SBHTs pushing into the A corner for 322. Kit and M needs to get out of here, and they're likely going to take shots in doing so. They cannot stay here. Either they run and take shots, or they get pushed on and die. Kinem retaking middle here. That's exactly what they need to do in this situation. They need to push through middle and ideally shoot the Krons and kill the Krons. Looks like Hakush, though, two SBHTs looking at him at the exact same time. Dr. JJ, though, did get, I think it was a Kron back here, fully clipped out by Pro. He's going to become a one-shot now. Cat with power is also going to go down. And it's quite even for both sides on HP, but if you look on the right, K&M only has 5 tanks compared to 7 for 322. Chosu gets picked up there, making the tanks a little bit more even. Looks like Riza and Darga Savage gonna try their best to fully dump on this Quran, then focus on Awake over there on the ramps. Although Pro looks to be getting pushed on by the Hori and I would say the Vickers Light, but the Vickers Light ran away. Looks like Tyrannos will be in this 1v1, which helps Pro and Kitten because Tyrannos is a pretty good DPM tank and has a very, very high pen with full HP. 4v5. Navo running in, trying to put shots into the SBHT. He likely killed himself doing that. Reek just needs to pen that shot. Looks like Awake pens that shot. Reese is going to go down this time and try and get the kill on Reek. But at this point in time, 322 will win this match. And as I said at the start of the match, it was likely just because they caught out the T22 with the E6. When you see 2 SBHTs going to a spot, you run away. That is 7,000 HP. You just gotta run away. Looks like Pro actually did manage to win the 1v1 against Tyrannos. He did get the 1v1 win. Might have speed boosted and gotten behind the Hori. But not too sure what happened there. It wasn't the main focus. The main focus was the brawl. Unfortunately for K&M, there's 3 tanks that are all one shot, and I do not think it's winnable, especially when Awake is at 1700 HP. If Awake was not in the game, it would be 100% winnable. What's up, Benjamin? Welcome in. Yes, we will do questions, but it's going to be... So what is going to happen is there's going to be a slideshow that I present on stream, and there's going to be like 50 pages with questions. You answer the question with your IGN and ID attached to the answer. So let's look. Next map is Port Bay 322 North. Port Bay 322 North. There we go. Looks like no subs just yet for either team. Everything seems to be going perfectly. I am surprised at how I am managing to do this with 4 different screens in my face. But this is match point, so we could have that giveaway with questions right after this match potentially. But we will get on with the match. We have Port Bay. Once I find the video, we can go through it. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Looks like Canal will be splitting up 322, mainly going towards C. They will send the Quran over towards the C corner, and I would say K&M is simply just playing back. They're going to get a little bit aggressive at A. Absolute Threat not going to be able to spot the mouse. There we go, finally does get the spot in. Reese will likely step into A here soon. J-Tag looks to be caught on fire with this 2 shots from Dr. JJ Necron, and 322 is going to be full sending these 2 Krons. K&M need their mouse, and they need to get the other Krons into the game to counteract this push. Now, this is very, very dangerous from the 322 side. There are 4 SPHTs YOLOing you. That is 14,000 HP. 3/4 of their entire HP pool is these tanks right here. K&M not playing it too bad. Looks like there will be a 4-on-3 right here. They need to get that kill on Tyrannos. They cannot allow Tyrannos to keep his gun into the game. Get the kill there on Pro. Tyrannos still not down. Finally goes down. Darkest Savage is now 1 shot. He's going to go down. And 322 is likely to win this match. It's just the SPHT shove. That is why the SPHT is so good and competitive. You shove all of this HP at them, what are they going to do? The Krons lose DPM when they clip out, and you kind of have to clip out because you need to kill the pushing tanks, and you can't just let them farm. Because it has, I think, 3k DPM. You can't just let the SPHT farm you. So it's a bind that players have to think about. GG's to 322. We will be underway with that guessing game here shortly. I just need to do some things with the training room and some things with Discord as well to track the scores. GG's. Please give me a moment. Score was 4-2. Let me take a picture. So it will be 3-2 versus Kushus. All right. So let me get this guessing game underway. Let me leave this. I'll stay in it. I'll just reuse the room. All right, here we go. Let me go here, put this here. Presentation. All right, here we go. We have guess the tank. What tank is this? So I'm going to type an example into the chat right now. We'll say that this is we'll say it's a random tank. Let's say it's the SPHT. And then I would put my IGN/ID right after it, and then press enter. You will have about 15 to 20 seconds for each slide. I just need to get the timer up real quick. So, you guys have had ample time to do this. The answer is Tiger 1. Now, this isn't the rewards aren't based off if you get the answer first. It's after you get the answers correct, and the more that you get correct, the tournament manager will look back at the chats and she will give you more rewards. The more active you are as a single person, not as like the chat, but as you are active, the more active you are, the higher chances you have of winning. And you also will lose chances if you guess all three of them at the same time, or like multiple different answers. All right. Here we go with the second one. What tank is this? Panther, Mouse, or AMX-13? The answer is the Mouse. What tank is this? Oh, you can't even see the answers. GG's. All right, we'll give you 15 more seconds on that. The M4 Sherman, the T-34, the Churchill. All right. The answer is the T-34. What tank is this? The M4 Sherman, the Panther, or the KV-2? The answer is M4 Sherman. What tank is this? The KV-2, the Leopard 1, or the M18 Hellcat? Answer is KV-2. What tank is this? The Tiger 1, the Panther, or the Churchill? Answer is Panther. What tank is this? The Leopard 1, the Mouse, or the T-34? The tank is Leopard 1. Make sure you guys do have your IGN and ID attached to your answers so you can get rewards. What tank is this? The Churchill, the Sherman, or the Type 59? This is the Churchill. What tank is this? The AMX-13, the I-7, or the Panther? No, this is not the end of stream. This is just a waiting period for the teams to regather themselves before the finals best of 9. The answer is the AMX 13, and if I remember correctly, it's the AMX 1375. What tank is this? Tiger 1, M18 Hellcat, or the Churchill? It is the M18 Hellcat. What tank is this? The I-7, the Sherman, or the AMX 13? This is the I-7. And for you guys who say this is easy, I agree with you. It gets a little bit harder later on, but there's different versions of questions. This is the easy part. It's not going to get too hard as it was made by the devs, so it shouldn't be terribly hard. But here we go. What tank is this? The Centurion, the T-34, or the Mouse? This is the Centurion. So what tank does this turret belong to? The KV-2, the Leopard 1, or the M4 Sherman? The answer is the KV-2. So what tank does this hull belong to? The Churchill, the Panther, or the Type 59? This hull belongs to the Churchill. To what tank does this turret belong to? The T-34, the Tiger 1, or the AMX-13? Remember, this is just to give the tournament players time to prepare and to go to the bathroom and to do all of that stuff. I think there's going to be 50. We're on 15. I think there's about 50. I could be wrong. Um, but yeah. Um, it doesn't matter if you guys post a server or not. It's helpful if you post a server, but I don't think they need your server. The answer is the T-34. To what tank does this hole belong to? In my opinion, they should have made this a little bit harder, but if I also remember correctly, this is what's going to be at the, I don't know if it was Tank Fest or I don't know, it's something with Wargaming that they're going to show this at. This hole belongs to the mouse. Blitz or real life? Now, I think this one is, was it only in Blitz? Was it only in real life? Or was it in both Blitz and real life? Let's take a look. Tiger 1. Was it a real tank only? A Blitz fantasy event style vehicle? Or a real tank and in Blitz? We'll give you a little bit more time to answer this one. These ones will likely be a little bit harder. The answer is real tank and in Blitz. T-34. Was it a real tank and in Blitz, a Blitz fantasy event style vehicle, or a modern German tank? One of these answers should very obviously be not real at all, based off of the picture. Look at the picture in the background, and you can eliminate one of the tanks. Real tank and in Blitz. The M4 Sherman. Was it a real tank and in Blitz? A Blitz fantasy event style vehicle? Or a fake tank name? The answer is real tank and in Blitz. The mouse. Was it a real prototype and in Blitz? A real American light tank? A Blitz fantasy event style vehicle? Um, for all of you who vote B, please log into your game and go to the mouse and see if your answer matches up. Should be a freebie. Answer is a real prototype and in Blitz. KB2. Was it a real tank and in Blitz, a French scout tank, or a Blitz fantasy event style vehicle? The answer is a real tank and in Blitz. Remember, if you participate in this, you will likely get some giveaway stuff. Even if you don't get all of the answers right, you're likely to get some stuff as well as some containers. People who get all of the answers right and participate in every question are likely to get maybe even a certificate for a tank or a battle pass or even more fan containers. The Dracula, a real mass produced tank, a Blitz fantasy event style vehicle, or a standard World War II tank destroyer. Do you have to say the entire thing? No, you can just put the A, B, or C. It's gonna kind of be rapid fire, so if it's easier for you guys, just put A, B, or C. Answer is Blitz fantasy slash event style vehicle. Smasher. Was it a Blitz fantasy event style vehicle, a real Cold War tank, or a German World War II prototype? The answer is A, a Blitz fantasy slash event style vehicle. The Annihilator. Was it a real World War II scout tank, a Blitz fantasy event style vehicle, or a British infantry tank? The answer is B, a fantasy slash event style vehicle. True or false? I'm actually going to have to be playing along as well because I don't know the answers to these ones. Number one, the mouse was a mass produced and used in large numbers. True or false? Likely, just in case A and B are mixed up, just put true or false. The answer is B, false. The T-34 is strongly associated with the Soviet Union. True or false? The answer is false. Sherman was used by Allied forces in World War II. True or false? The answer is true. Sloped armor can help a tank deflect incoming shots. True or false? Answer is true. Wide tracks help tanks move across soft or rough terrain. True or false? I think it was Gamescom that this might be at. Either Gamescom or Tank Fest or something of the sort. The answer is true. A turret lets the main gun aim without turning the entire hull. True or false? The answer is true. If a tank loses its track, its movement is affected. True or false? So if you get tracked, are you able to move? Yes or no? The answer is true. Standard World of Tanks Blitz battles are known for 7 versus 7 gameplay. True or false? So what are pubs? The answer is true. In Blitz, every battle can only be won by destroying all enemies. True or false? The answer is false, because supremacy you can win by cap points. Tank destroyers are usually built around strong firepower. True or false? Make sure you guys have your IGN and ID attached to your guess. Answer is true. Name that nation. Here we go. Tiger 1, Germany, USA, or France? The answer is Germany. Number 2, Mouse, UK, Germany, or China? The answer is Germany. And if this continues for the next 10 minutes, we will end it there, because normally players have until 10 minutes, which will be about 7:10 my time. Normally players have until then, so I do not want to pass that limit and make people stay at least in the room. I don't want to make them stay too long. Panther, Germany, USSR, or Japan? Answer is Germany, yet again. The T-34, USA, France, or USSR? We're gonna pick the pace up a little bit. Gonna get 5 to 10 seconds each time. So you gotta vote quick. Answer is USSR. The KV-2, USSR, Germany, or UK? The answer is USSR. The M4 Sherman, USA, Germany, or Japan? The answer is USA. The Churchill, China, UK, or France? The answer is UK. The Leopard 1, Germany, USA, or USSR? The answer is Germany. The M18 Hellcat, USA, France, or UK? The answer is USA. And we will stop when we get to the next stopping point. We will end it there, as the players want to play. So, Centurion, UK, Japan, or Germany? The answer is UK. The AMX 13, France, USA, or China? The answer is France. The Chaito, Japan, Germany, or China? The answer is Japan. Type 59, China, France, or USA? The answer is China. Progetto 46, Italy, USSR, or UK? The answer is Italy. Stritzvon 74, Sweden, Japan, or Germany? The answer is Sweden. Batchat 25T, France, China, or USA? The answer is France. And we will be stopping here. Players want to play, so we will let them play. We will stop it there. Thank you everybody for playing the guessing games. Rewards will be sent to you near the end of the tournament. Woman will be sending those out. We had a good, I would say, a good another 40 to go. So, good stopping point there. We can continue at the end of stream. How do you guys think that sounds? But let me get to the information. Let's see, set password, change the password to then it is the Kuja's team verse 322. Boom. Bada boom. Give me a moment. I need to look at the band tanks or the band maps. Take a screenshot of it real quick so I can look at it on my phone. Alright. Dynasty's Pearl. Crucius will have South. We might have to remake the room, honestly. It might not work. We'll see. Alright. Dynasty Pearl. Crucius South. Dynasty. We will wait for the players to get into the room, and then we will get it going. Okay. None of the Crucius team is in the training room right now. Let's look. They are in their own right now. So we will be waiting for them, and then I will go into the room once everybody's there. Is Waman here? Currently, no. Waman is catching some Z's right now. Alright, let's see. What can we do while we wait? Let's go here. And then I doubt these have been updated. Yeah, okay, so this has not been updated yet. She's asleep. It will be the Kush's team right here versus the Kit and M team right here. Looks like the Kush's team is slowly getting into the room. Once they're all in the room, we will join it. There is a delay, and I don't want to show the room because I don't want teams to be able to look at the enemy team's lineup before everybody is ready up. So just fair play. I want to ensure fair play, so we are not in the room right now, and we will wait. Why are we doing tourneys by the training room? Because there was a ban system, and the normal way of tournaments, you're not able to pick a spawn, so it has to be done in training room, so you can automatically put each team to the selected spawn points. I don't know who to sub out for who. Maybe this for this. I don't know these subs for Kush's team. So once they get their subs in, we will be ready and we will do that. Let me make sure the room is hide enemy tanks. It is. Kush's is south. Dynasty Pearl south. Everything is ready. We're just waiting on the players. Quiz is over. You guys will get your rewards sent to you within the next few days, I expect. Alright, should be clear to join. Everyone is pretty much readied up. Just waiting for 322 to ready up. And here we go. Dynasty's Pearl. Alright, most of the Kush's team is going to go over towards A. They do have a lineup for that, as they have 2 mice, 2 SPHTs, 2 and 5B, and some Felices. 322 going over all the way towards C. Gentlemen getting into the A base. We'll have the base cap lead. Triple SPHTs look to be going for the B grab. It doesn't look like Kujis is going to be able to stop it unless they send Yag over, and it looks like they're not going to waste it. Triple SBHT is going to get into the B base, and they're also going to grab C at the same time, therefore putting 322 in the base cap lead. Kami and Gent looking to go for the 322 spawn, potentially shoot Kazerby as well. For the most part, I would say 322, that was a good trade. Traded 2,000 HP for the base cap. The only bad part is 4 Reek is ammo racked right now, and he's at half HP. So if they find Forik before he gets to repair his ammo rack, then that could be devastating. Three, 2, 2. Just holding down B and C. That's all they need to do. Looks like the Kuja's team is going to try and get outside toward Tyrannos here. Paffy going to continue driving through. Not going to get shot in the process, and he's going to be able to have a hold down spot against Tyrannos right here. And if Paffy and Kujas can full clip out Tyrannos, that would be ideal. Tyrannos is the focus fire. They're shooting him through mid as well. They're stepping the mice into B, retaking B, and pushing at the exact same time. This could be a very, very good play from the Kujas team. 3-2, taking on the 2v2 versus the Command and Gent on the left of the screen. So many things happening at once. This is going to be a very, very close game. Looks like Pac-Man is going to grab the B base. Down goes Kazardi. Paffy and Tyrannos are both low over there. Akame goes down. Forik is a one-shot. Multiple kills all at one time. It will be a 4v4 here shortly once Mask dies to Chosu. The 3-2 is up on a base cap lead, but Kujas is sitting in C. They're going to get the kill there. They're at 390 or 935. My bad. 935. Gentleman needs to eventually get into the C base. He has to step the base or they're going to lose on base caps. Absolute gets the track shot in. Redline going to go for B as well just in case Gentleman steps into C. And 3-2 is trying their best to win this off of base caps. And it looks like they will here soon, unless the Kujas team can pick up lots of kills. 990 base cap, 1000. Very, very close game between the two. Kujas team definitely had a chance if a Gentleman was able to step into the base. Looks like Vineyards with 322 north is the next map. Everything looks to be good. 322 running a T22 medium. We have Yag in the Vickers light. Unfortunately, I do not think I have a Vineyards map video. That is quite unfortunate. We're going to have to go with no video. Let me double check. Nope, no map video. Alright. 322 is up 1-0 currently. Yeah, going over to the ruins. Likely trying to spot the T22 or anything going that way. or spot anything getting into A as well. Neither team looking to cap just yet. We could see these Felices maybe sending it under the SPHC and Felice sending it under the bridge. For Reek and Chosu sending it under the bridge, and this could be pretty bad for them if Paffy and Mask are able to turn in and get shots. That could be pretty bad for Reek here. He needs to find some cover, and 3-2 needs to not allow the Kuja's team to get shots on these players over here. Absolute threat, taking a ton of damage. Mask bleeding a lot as well. Both players are a one-shot. Down goes Absolute Threat. Mask is at 21 HP. Still, anybody's game. Kujas is down their HP tank, and 3-2 is down their farm and penning tank. Down goes 4 Reek as well. Looks like the Kujas team is slowly going up. It is a 7 versus 5 right now. Trying to grab the bases, likely not going to come down to a base cap game. 3v1 over here on Kazardy, he gets picked up, and Kujas will win this game. It is a 6 versus 3. I think 3-2 bled way too much in Ruins. The Ori, Absolute Threat, got obliterated in Ruins, and I think it was Tyrannos that was in town. They were just so spread out. They lost a tank in Ruins, and then the Kujas team just pushed. Next map is Mayan Ruin, Kuja's team south. There we go. Everything should be good there. Looks like we are doing a trade. There we go. Score is 1-1. 3 SPHTs for the Kuja's team. 2 2 and 5 Bs, and then 2 Police. The Kuja's team has a mix of HP, clip, and farm. But here we go with Mayan Ruins. majority of the Kuja's team going towards mid. 322 sending some there as well. They will also be playing towards C. You have the 260 taking an angle on anything C related. Spots the SPHT and the FE215B. It's a pretty good duo to send anywhere. You have HP and then you have DPM. Although it looks like the 116 and the Kron should be able to completely shove this and fully clip out Pac-Man. The Kuja's team is going to need a push over there, which it looks like they are already doing right now. Pac-Man going to get fully clipped out. Mask will be the next focus in that 3v1. 4 Reek seems to be the focus here for the Kuja's team. Akame picks up that kill, HP about the same, 6v6, although soon it's going to be a 6 versus 5. The Kuja's team could very well win this. They have more tanks in the big brawl. We have Gentleman versus Redline over there as well. Same tanks for both teams. Tyrannos is going to back up and try and stay with his team back here. Haven't seen the 116 in a while. Four v 4 main brawl right here. 1v1 on the left side over there. Looks like the Felice is going to lose that 1v1 most likely. Gentleman picks up the kill on Redline. Will eventually come help this 4v4. The Kuja's team, though, they're all in one spot. Now, that's not very good because Tyranno should be able to put Crossfire and soak up the shots from the Kuja's team. Although, Tyrannos, Gentleman is right behind Tyrannos, should be able to put some farming damage in there. Still anybody's game at this point. Looks like this time 3-2 is in the middle of everybody. It's a 5 versus 3. It's very, very likely for the Kuja's team to win. Down goes Tyrannos. Absolute Threat is a one-shot. Down goes Khazardy. And Kuja's will win game number 3. Alright, next map is Castillia, Kuja's South. Definitely might give 322 a chance to slowly come back here. South is renowned as the normally worst spawn for Castillia. Although, you can obviously still make a lot of things happen. So let me swap spawn points. There we go. Kuja's is south. Perfect. And we might have a... Oh, we have another sub. Boom. Boom. There we go. I will continue the guessing game after all of this ends. There's still like 30 or 40 slides left, which is probably at least 30 questions. So we will continue that. Looks to be 3 mice for the Kuja's team. Looks like they're going full HP, while 322 has a 4005, likely to be set up on hill or near A. Alright, here we go with Castillia. off rip, we do see 322 sending a majority of their team towards A. Kujus is going to be sending 3 SPHTs near B. Now, this could be just a rush through B, they could be capping B, lots of things could happen. Eventually, they might be able to do a river push, but sending them mid is a play that they can go really either way. Double mouse going towards A, and you see that 4005 is up on the hill. Likely got a shot into Pac-Man all the way over there in the corner. Looks like 322's main play is holding. They're going to hold C without 4005 and Vickers. They have the Felice to hold B, and the SPHT and double crons on the left of your screen to hold A. Remember, this is a best of 5. There still could be a potential 5 games after this one. Pac-Man taking another shot from Hanzo. Pac-Man knows that the 4005 is up there now. It just depends if he's going to continue poking it or not. Here we go with the SPHD's triple capping B. Could potentially be sending it. Looks like they're going to send it right around B. They're going to use that HP. This is why the SPHT is meta. You can YOLO them through the middle of the map. Now, let's see if it's actually going to work out or not. HP still about the same, even with that huge push. And now, what Kushis has done to the 322 team is they're all in a small little ball right now, and they're all spotted as well. Kushis is trying to get multiple angles on them, gets the kill there on Chosu, but they are taking a lot of crossfire in return with that triple SPHT. Looks like you see Tyrannos and Redline pushing into the SPHTs. Not too sure how good of a play that is. Kuja's almost able to HP share for Akame, not able to though. And it's still anybody's game, although in my opinion 4005 is going to be the game changer. Still on the top of the map, able to put 2 more shots in. We're going to have to look to see how much Dr. JJ does in damage. And it is now a 6 versus 3. 3-2 will win. Are people using the Felice because they didn't want to pay for the SPHT, or do they prefer the autoloader and the autoloader meta? Well, the SPHT with the Kali nerf has a little bit more armor. It has that big clip, and some people use it similar to how they used it in the Kron meta, is to hold some places. But I doubt it's to just completely replace the SPHT, because you would just run a mouse to replace it. But Castillia, a lot of players hate Castillia. My inference is that Kuja's team actually picked Castillia because 322 having the north spawn is seen as the better spawn, and the team who picks the map, the other team picks the spawn. My guess is that 322 picked the north spawn, meaning Kuja's team picked the map. Score will now be 2-2, tied. Want to look at how much the 4005 did there. He likely did a ton of damage because those SPHTs had a lot of HP. Let's see. Black, Goldville, Kujas South. There we go. Black, Goldville, Kujas South. Let's see, how much did the 4005 do? 5k. Yeah. Just farmed the SBHTs. You could very, very clearly see it. Do we have any subs? Not currently. Alright. Kuja's team running a very similar lineup as they have most of the tournament. This time, though, 3-2 running a KPZ-50T. I do not think I have seen that tank in quite a while. So here we go with a sub. Remember, this is a best of 9. So first person to 5 on the top left, first person to 5. All right, here we go with Black Goldville. Here in just a second. No blind fires hit at the start of the game, and both teams sending it towards A. KBZ looking to spot near A, and I haven't seen KBZ in quite a while. Gets the first shot into Akame. Let's go into the caves here. And it looks like Chosu and Akame are going to be battling it out here for the corner of caves. Very, very close in HP and reload. If this stays, if they both pen their shots, one right after another, Chosu will end up losing. But Mask comes in and helps Akame. It will be a battle for the cave, and actually I'm gonna go right back into the cave. There are a ton of tanks here. I think this would probably be the better vantage point for cave, as this is where the main brawl is. Chosu is a one-shot. Mask not able to pick up the kill. We have Pac-Man and Pappy coming in, helping, and it looks like the Kuja's team is easily going to win caves. The problem is, Kuja's team has no map control at all. Yes, they are up. They are up a tank, and they won that brawl, but they have no map control. The Kuja's team needs to push and spread out, or they're going to get cornered by 3-2-2. Honestly, with the HP that they have, they can send that mouse and just push them into anybody they want. The HP difference is so huge that they can just push 1500 into absolute threat. The Kuja's team likely to win this battle. I think the outcome would have been a little bit different if 3-2 ended up sending another tank to caves, as the Kuja's team outnumbered 3-2 on caves with an extra tank. GG's. On to the next round. Next map is Port Bay, Kush's team North. There we go. Everything's set up. And let's see, where was the KPZ? I mean, did decent, but there was what? How many SPHTs were there? 1, 2. I mean, not terribly. We will go back to here for another sub, it looks like. I don't know why, but every single time the 3-2-2 team is playing, the score is always 3-2-2. I don't know why. It's happened so many times now, I don't even know how many. It's just always 3-2-2 when 3-2-2 is playing. But Port Bay, Kuja's team will have the north spawn. Let me double check that. Perfect. Can the 215B pen HE on the SPHT lower plate? Yes, I think so. Here we go with another sub. If I remember correctly, the 215B can also pen the... It can pen the cupola, like the middle of the cupola. Just waiting for Tyrannos and Awake to ready up. Oh, okay, so looks like we're putting them back. Brother, we're doing it again? What are we doing? Alright, here we go with Port Bay. Kuja's team going over towards C, and looking at the 3-2-2 lineup, you have 4 SPHTs and 2 Phillies. That is like the most pay-to-win lineup I've ever seen, other than 7 SPHT, but I don't know what to say. The HP pools this match are very high, 21,000 and then like 20,000 for the Kuja's team, but they've already bled a little bit. 3-2-2 grabbing A base before Kuja's team can grab C. They will be up on base cap, and they are sending tanks over towards their spawn. It looks like Redline is going to go to the house. It is a very advantageous spot as long as he doesn't get spotted. You have to basically be like right here until you spot him if he's tucked fully into the house. Kuja's team needs to think of a way to get into B or push A. A is likely not going to happen. They need to find a way to get into B or start a brawl. And need to win on that brawl if they're going to start one. Looks like we're going to have a start right here. Gentleman in the Kron pushing up onto Awake. I'm going to put one shot in. Bounces the second one. Double Felice and a SPHT behind. Akame going to the house. He's going to play the house as well. Able to put a shot there in the red line from the outside of the house. I didn't know you could shoot them from the outside. But the SPHT will win that 1v1 very likely. Mask poking all the way out. Took a shot or two for it, but Akame should still be able to put in a shot. And this is actually very, very cool to see. I did not know that you could sit here and you could shoot that. 1v1 at B, 2v2 here, and then a 3v3 in the spawn. Whoever wins this 3v3 is likely to win the entire game. Looks like the Kuja's team though. Kuja's is fully reloaded with that clip. Redline is about to die to Akame if he pens his shot. Akame bounces the shot, Gentleman, and goes down in the 2v2 over there, and it's still anybody's game. 6 versus 7. It looks like Yag was able to kill the RHM, likely with HE, as the Vickers Light is used to solely counter the RHM. And the Kuja's team is up by quite a bit of HP and have a 2-tank lead. Akame still alive, and Awake gets the kill. Awake needs to run as Mask or Kuchis can easily go and take him out, but it looks like they're going to go towards B. Dr. JJ is a one-shot, going to run away from Paffy, and it is a 4 versus 3 Yag. Let's go over to him very quickly. Going to likely find Awake and YOLO in. Bounces the shot. Eventually will pick up that kill though. On the other side, Dr. JJ died. And that will be it. Score will be 4-2, match point. Kuja's team win. This is a best of 9. So match point right now. My voice is getting a little sore as well. Let's see. New Bay, Kuja's South. Let's see, where is New Bay? Kuja's team South. Alright. Everything looks good. Well, it looks like we got a sub. Let me guess. Yag for your mistake. Oh, W. Predicted. Alright. Standard lineups for both teams. 5 SPHDs. Goodness gracious. For 3-2-2. 6. Oh, I bet you they picked to not ban the SPHD. Goodness gracious. You have the Kuja's team over here with their budget SPHDs in the mouse, while 3-2 has the premium lineup. Alright, let's see. New Bay. Here we go. Kuja's team going over towards C and B, while the SBHTs, well, I guess everybody is a SBHT on the 322 team, but they are going to go over towards A. .322 going to be down on base cap, but that doesn't really matter. Look at the HP difference. Almost 4,000, or more than 4,000. And the Kuja's team has 3 mice, and they are down 4,000 HP. 322 could literally care less about base caps. Until obviously it's 8 to 900. But this is match point, by the way. If the Kuja's team wins this, they win the entire tournament. My guess is that the Kuja's team is just going to try and play bases. If they try and play bases and stay together, focus fire correctly, they can win. It's going to be quite hard, but they can win. Triple mouse going mid, it looks like. Mask going up on the bridge. Not too sure how a mouse is gonna play on the bridge. Normally you would send a hold down tank to bridge, and the mouse is definitely not a hold down tank. Kuja's team YOLOing into the 2 SPHCs on B, and actually this is a pretty good play. If they can leave redline threat at the top, they can leave him out of the game, they have a way better chance of winning. 4v2 right here. The 215B Akame is going to need to put in the work. With all of this HP, the game could solely be down to Akame. Mouse is doing a good job at soaking up the damage near middle. Tyrannos getting shot by Akame there. And at the end of the game, I want to see how much damage Akame has. Likely above 5 to 6k. Nobody yet dead for the Kuja's team. The mice going to get pretty low here, they're likely to die though. And Kuja's is playing it really, really well. It sounds like I'm just want Kuja's to win, but they're actually playing it very, very well. Compared to 322, they're not playing it bad. It's just the Kuja's team playing it very, very well with that 4v2, getting those quick clears. Redline and Absolute not able to kill Mistake yet, and the Mouses somehow are all still alive. Finally, one of the Mouses just died. But for that much HP, I would expect for a few of the Mouses to be dead. It's a 6 versus 2 here. Kuja's team definitely earned that win. Everybody probably has above 3k damage for the Kuja's team. Because each SPHT is, what, 3.5k? GG. That is it. Kuja's team wins. What did I say? 5 to 6k? 6k right there in a comment in the 2 and 5B. Also, I did not see Gentleman was in the 2 and 5B as well, but it was up to those two. We are going to take a screenshot. And we are going to send it in the Discord, make sure everything goes well. Who wants to continue the guessing game for rewards? I think everybody does. So, let's see. We are going to end this room. How do I do that? I forgot. Dismiss room. Let's put that iPad away. Give me 1 second. Alright, let me get this presentation back up. Alright, here we go. With the guessing game yet again. Remember for you guys to put in your IGN/ID to get rewards. And likely, if you participate, you will get more prizes. Even if you get them wrong, if you participate, you will get prizes. Alright. In standard World of Tanks Blitz battles, how many players are usually on one team? We kind of already went over this. The answer is, oh, let me click on it. 7 is the standard lineup. Which class tank is usually best for scouting? Light tank, heavy tank, or tank destroyer? The answer is light tank. Remember, this guessing game isn't meant to be super hard. This is going to be shown at a presentation somewhere IRL where players might not be able, might not know of all of these mechanics and such, but I was able to show it on stream um with permission from Wargaming. Which class is usually known for armor and holding positions? Heavy tank, light tank, or medium tank? The answer is heavy tank. Which vehicle type is often built around a powerful gun and ambush play? Tank destroyer, light tank, or medium tank? The answer is tank destroyer. What should you make use of when enemy tanks are aiming at you? Should you use cover, open ground, or show your side? I think this one's a little bit misleading as use your side armor. In this is just like show your side. The answer is cover. You should go into cover. What does angling your tank help with? Making shots more likely to bounce, making your tank invisible, or reloading instantaneously? Answer is A, making shots more likely to bounce. Which part of a tank is usually less protected? Side and rear, front, or the turret? The answer is side and rear. What does a tank turret allow you to do? Aim the gun without turning the entire vehicle, drive faster on roads, or repair the engine? The answer is A. Aim the gun without turning the entire vehicle. Why do tanks use tracks instead of wheels? Better movement over rough ground, to achieve a higher top speed, or to minimize maintenance compared to wheels? The answer is A. Better movement over rough ground. What happens when a tank track is damaged or destroyed? Movement is limited, reloading is slower, armor becomes thicker. The answer is movement is limited. What is a weak spot on a tank? A less protected area, a strongest armor plate, or a special speed boost? The answer is a less protected area. What does camouflage help with? Being harder to spot, or reloading faster, or turning sharper? The answer is A, being harder to spot. And right now, dude, my chat looks like an official wargaming stream, dude. Especially when they're not giving anything away. It just looks like a bunch of like monkeys spamming their IGN and ID. It's quite funny. But you guys are doing it for prizes. What does hull down mean? Hiding most of the hull while showing mainly the turret, turning the engine off, or driving without tracks? I think they should have made this one a little bit harder. Um, I don't know what to say. Answer is A, hiding most of the hull while showing mainly the turret. I don't know how that would be driving without tracks, because I don't know how you would even do that, but okay. What does flanking mean? Attacking the enemy from the side or rear, driving in reverse only, or waiting in the garage? The answer is A, attacking from the side or rear. What is focus fire? Several allies shooting the same target, shooting without aiming, or firing only at buildings. So, in the games we just watched, when somebody was focus firing Another tank. What happened? The answer is A. Several allies shooting the same target all at once. That is a key thing to do in competitive. What does spotting mean in a tank battle? Revealing enemy positions, changing your vehicle color, upgrading the engine. You know, I really wish you could do B. I wish that was actual option in game. The answer is A. Revealing enemy positions. What does the minimap help you track? Team and enemy positions, tank paint options, and garage upgrades. So I see a pattern. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but I see a pattern. A. Team and enemy positions. What is usually smarter when outnumbered? Fall back and use cover, drive in the open ground, stop sideways in front of enemies. There's been a pattern recently, and I definitely will talk to Wargaming about that because it's been like the last 7 answers at least. They're trying to trick you guys. But one of these times is going to be something other than A. All right, the answer is A. Fall back and use cover. What should a new player usually avoid? Charging alone into several enemies, staying near teammates, or using cover. The answer is da, 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 A. When is it safer to push an enemy? When you have support or an advantage? When you are alone and have lower HP? Or when your gun is still reloading? The answer is A. Would you look at that? What is a reload? Okay, we're not doing that one, bro. What does HP mean? Hit points, horsepower, or high price? The answer is A. Hit points. What can base capture do in some battles? Does it help you win the battle, increase your armor, or make reloads faster? After this one, I'm gonna go back to the main screen and I'm gonna check what the other answers are. The answer is A. Help win the battle. Momentarily, we're gonna do that, and I'm going to see what the answers are for the next few. All right, they're all A. Okay, interesting. Okay, so very interesting. Are they like all A? Up until the crowd commander portion, the answers are different. But once you get to crowd commander, they're literally all A. Or not crowd commander. Once you get to the quick quiz part. So we'll do the last one and then we're gonna stop there because the answers are literally like all A, and that's not really fun, is it? Scenario number 5: your team is ahead and the enemy base is open. What do you do? Consider objective or capture pressure, scatter randomly, or stop moving. What would you do? The answer is, as you guessed, oh, A. Wow. Thank you for participating. Ideally, I would have liked for them to not all be A, because there is still quite a bit. Let me show you guys. There is still quite a bit um of answers and scenarios, but unfortunately, like they're all A. So we'll just go back here. That will be the end of stream today. Thank you everybody for coming in. Rewards will be sent out here in a little bit. I'm not too sure when Woman is going to do them, but she will give you guys rewards. I don't know what each of you guys will get. So there's options of tank certificate. Don't ask me which one, I don't know. I have no clue which one it is. But tank certificate, battle pass, fan containers, and maybe some gold. That's what's on the table today. So, congrats to the Kujis team. Let's look at the rewards. Okay, it doesn't show on here. Amazing. I think it's clan avatar, if I remember correctly. And some gold and some containers. But GG's. Make sure if you guys enjoy this content, you like and subscribe. I will see all of you guys in a few weeks here for the autumn games, most likely. That is the next season. It's the autumn games, and unfortunately there is no prize pool, so yet again it will be a low competition season. I might play that season, not too sure, but good job you guys. I saw most of you guys had the correct answers. I will definitely let Wargaming know to make it harder and to not make every single answer for the last 30 questions A. But yeah, that is the end of stream. I will see all of you guys during the autumn games. Maybe before. Maybe I'll have a stream before. Likely not, though. But have a good rest of your guys' night. I will see you later.